Picture this. You're standing in front of a locked door. You have a ring of keys in your hand, but only one will open the door. You could try every key at random, which would waste time and energy, or you could systematically test each one, based on clues such as the size or shape of the lock. The latter approach saves effort and ensures a faster resolution. This is logical reasoning in action. Logical reasoning is not just about solving puzzles or proving a point in debates. It's a structured way of thinking that ensures clarity, coherence, and accuracy in our everyday decisions. Whether it's evaluating a business proposal, deciding on a career change, or even handling interpersonal conflicts, logical reasoning enables you to dissect complex issues and arrive at well-founded conclusions. Without it, we risk making decisions driven by emotion, assumptions, or incomplete information. But logical reasoning doesn't stand alone. It is a crucial part of problem solving. When faced with a challenge, the ability to think logically allows you to analyze all aspects of the problem, question underlying assumptions, and approach potential solutions systematically. This skill is essential in every sphere of life, from academics to professional settings, and even in personal relationships. In this guide, we'll delve into the basics of logical reasoning, identify common pitfalls like fallacies and biases, and explore how to apply logical reasoning to real-world problems. We'll also provide practical tips and examples to help you hone this essential skill. The basics of logical reasoning. 1. Understanding arguments. At the heart of logical reasoning lies the concept of arguments. An argument isn't about heated debates or disagreements. It's a structured set of statements where premises lead to a conclusion. Think of it like building a house. The premises are the foundation and walls, while the conclusion is the roof. For the roof to stay in place, the foundation and walls must be strong. A valid argument ensures that the premises logically support the conclusion. Example: Premise 1. All mammals breathe air. Premise 2. Dolphins are mammals. Conclusion: therefore, dolphins breathe air. This simple example highlights how valid arguments rely on clear and accurate premises. However, real-life arguments are often more complex, involving multiple premises and requiring careful evaluation to determine their validity. 2. Types of reasoning. There are two primary types of logical reasoning, each serving a unique purpose. Deductive reasoning. This involves applying general principles to specific cases. Example: all employees in a company are expected to follow workplace ethics. If Sarah is an employee, then she must adhere to these ethics. Deductive reasoning is precise and guarantees a true conclusion if the premises are true. Inductive reasoning. This draws general conclusions based on specific observations. Example: after observing that 5 colleagues prefer working from home, you conclude that most employees may share this preference. Inductive reasoning provides probable conclusions, which are useful in scenarios with incomplete information. However, they are not foolproof and may require further evidence. 3. Logical chains in reasoning. A logical chain connects premises to conclusions through clear and consistent steps. This is especially helpful in problem solving. Example: suppose you're trying to decide whether to invest in a startup. You might analyze: Premise 1. The startup operates in a growing industry. Premise 2. The startup has a strong team and unique product. Premise 3. The investment aligns with your financial goals. Conclusion: investing in the startup is a calculated risk worth taking. Creating such logical chains ensures you consider all relevant factors before making decisions. How to spot fallacies and biases in reasoning. Even the best arguments can be undermined by fallacies and biases. Recognizing these pitfalls is critical for sound reasoning. 1. Common logical fallacies. Fallacies are errors in reasoning that weaken arguments. Let's examine some frequently encountered fallacies. Ad hominem. This attacks the person instead of their argument. Example: we shouldn't listen to her opinion on renewable energy. She's not an engineer. Straw man. This misrepresents an argument to make it easier to refute. Example: he said we should reduce defense spending, so he must not care about national security. Slippery slope. This assumes that one action will inevitably lead to a chain of undesirable events. Example: if we allow remote work, soon no one will come to the office and productivity will plummet. Recognizing these fallacies helps you avoid being misled by faulty reasoning. 2. Cognitive biases. Biases are mental shortcuts that influence decision-making, often without us realizing it. Here are a few to watch out for. Confirmation bias. Seeking information that supports your pre-existing beliefs while ignoring contradictory evidence. Example: if you believe that a specific diet is effective, you might only read studies that confirm your belief. Anchoring bias. Over-relying on the first piece of information encountered. Example: if the first house you see is overpriced, others might seem reasonable, even if they're not. Sunk cost fallacy. Continuing with a failing plan because of the resources already invested. Example: sticking to a bad movie just because you've already watched half of it. Understanding and addressing these biases can significantly improve the quality of your reasoning. Applying logical reasoning to real-world problems. Logical reasoning has tangible applications in solving everyday challenges. Here's a step-by-step guide to applying it effectively. 1. Define the problem clearly. A well-defined problem is halfway solved. Instead of vague statements like, "Our business isn't doing well," identify specifics. Sales have dropped by 15% in the last quarter due to reduced customer retention. 2. Gather relevant evidence. Analyze all available information critically. Check for reliability and relevance to the problem. Example: if a school faces declining student performance, evidence might include test scores, teaching methods, and classroom environment. Each piece of evidence helps pinpoint the root cause. 3. Formulate hypotheses. Develop multiple hypotheses and test them systematically. Example: if customer complaints have increased, potential hypotheses might include poor product quality, inadequate customer service, or unmet expectations. Testing each hypothesis helps identify the true cause. 4. Develop a logical plan. Use logical reasoning to create a step-by-step plan for solving the problem. Example: a company facing a cybersecurity breach might secure affected systems immediately, investigate the breach to identify vulnerabilities, implement stronger security measures. 5. Reflect and adjust. Once a solution is implemented, evaluate its success and adjust as needed. Example: if a new marketing strategy doesn't increase sales, analyze what went wrong. Was the target audience misidentified, or was the messaging unclear? Daily practices to improve logical reasoning. Here are some habits to strengthen your logical reasoning skills. 1. Solve puzzles and brain teasers. Engage in activities like Sudoku, crosswords, or strategy games. These exercises challenge your mind to think critically and logically. 2. Debate and discuss. Engage in thoughtful discussions on diverse topics. Challenge assumptions and evaluate arguments presented by others. 3. Question assumptions. Make it a habit to question the assumptions behind decisions or beliefs. Ask yourself, what evidence supports this? 4. Analyze past mistakes. Reflect on decisions that didn't work out. Identify flaws in your reasoning and learn from them. Example: if you invested in a project that failed, analyze whether you overestimated its potential or ignored warning signs. Conclusion: the power of logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is not just a skill. It's a way of thinking that transforms how you approach challenges and decisions. By understanding the principles of reasoning, spotting fallacies and biases, and applying these skills to real-world problems, you'll become a more effective problem solver. The journey to mastering logical reasoning requires practice, patience, and a willingness to question your own assumptions. Start small. Evaluate arguments, analyze evidence, and tackle everyday decisions with a logical approach. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights.